having a difficult time about that one. Molotov's doing damage to Plopsky, facing forward, taken out by Buster. He draws first blood on the Glock. Have the P250 in for kick-up, playing utility. Sandy's also got utility alongside Buster. He met a lot of a very big utility setup here from Virtus.pro. 3 smokes and 2 flashes total, and as one player goes down, they might like to take some of that away here on the CT cap.
Yeah, get those cross smokes forward, maybe have another one left for the post plant if you want to start to re-smoke up towards short, maybe give yourself a little bit more security in towards the bomb site itself. Hampus getting more information over the top of those smokes. Pretty much everyone in rotation. ZTR straight through the smoke, drops that bomb and finds an advantage back up for the CTs.
Back on the second player, Hampus has seen it. Can't land that headshot on the bomb planter though. Yakinda will trade it back to a 3-on-3. Further flashes go out as they hunt for contact against the T side and a kill that could go their way. That's a smoke down towards short, excuse me. Bomb tapped once, going to try force the CTs to take a face, a jump face in. The USPs aren't able to get those kills together though, so 3-on-3 retake now setting for NIP. Diffuse kit is on Reyes, he's coming in from the CT spawn. 2 more out towards the short control. A 2-pronged attack. ZTR will end up falling. 2 kills for Yakinda, shut down by Rez, but Kick-Up comes in with a quick response. Yakinda with Molotov's coming down from the T side line. Zandy's taken to 60. Plopsky still hunting for an angle, takes one player out, continues his spray through the smoke, trying to catch somebody else that might be lurking in the midst of it, but Yakinda gets those 2 kills on shore, on site. Bomb plant can be received.
Yeah, double orbs on the retake here for NIP. They're going to probably struggle with this unless they can somehow use it. And it really is coming down to maybe not one man in particular, but one man that I'm sure a lot of eyes are on Dust 2 is Yakinda J. 7-1 and even recovering that AWP for Jame.
Big green guns back in. Only one can be saved by the NIP side. Nork there to back off towards this short.
Smokes have not come forward. Flash over the top. This is Try coming out from Virtus.pro. Low on the timer. Nork with the NIP misses. This could be an instant save. Look at the lean out towards the B side. Yes, it might be a 4v4, but no one's really in rotating positions. But now they've got the advantage at least with the 4-on-3.
James shut down by Hampus. Buster's ready for some long presence to come over the CT side. Sees that swing, gets that kill. Plopsky to fall. Next player up, he swings on him, sees ZTR. Can't get the headshot on that first face, so he's going to opt to back off instead. Play a bit more of a passive angle and try driving him back away towards that short position. Kicker on site, the Incendiary looking to try and drive him away. No smoke down to get forced down to the open. Sees that author, he's body blocked by his teammate, so that cost him his life. Rez can get the trade together though, but a 2-on-2 and they're dead out of time. Flashes over Sanji, watching with the Krieg, seeing no CT presence. Ninjas in pajamas, they are out of there as VP will find 5 in a row.
Jeez, this is looking confident beyond belief for Virtus.pro.
Gone long quite a lot here, but B-site a couple of times. Smokes down, flashes over. Yakinda's going to get a little bit of tag damage done towards him, but he still gets that kill on ZTR to start things off. CT's driven so far away with the mid to B split coming in from one lurker and kicker. They've got full B-site access, and NIP, their best bet is to save here.
Do you reckon they're a little bit frustrated that they didn't win the
on that first map and they came into this map with confidence? NIP suddenly looking in a very awkward spot to get 2-0'd.
I've almost still been at the disadvantage even with the man up.
Jame in with that shot straight towards Hampus. Oh, VP, the confidence just continues. The kill found, easy as Virtus.pro down the mid doors here. Molotov's in, Nades close AWP for Nork, ready for one receival, and does take Buster back to a 4-on-4. ZTR and Sanji are tagged low. ZTR in particular backlines of that B side, lines up 2 kills, actually flicks back towards Sanji, only gets the 1 frag, and I think he may have seen the other player towards Carl. Now Molotov will try and force him out. He's heavily tagged up here, and Kicker takes him down. Nork there with the AWP response to a 3-on-2. Bomb on the B side, so these T side players have got to act. Backstabbing down towards the tunnels area, gets James off, and that's all left to Yakinda. Spotted out here towards mid control, flicks from the AWP, does not quite land. He finds himself a kill as a result. Knows that there's one player in the back, one player in the front. 60 seconds there, forcing an issue back on towards Rez is going to be his mistake. And he goes down towards that.
Yakinda realizes in that 1v2 once he trades out the AWPer that if he can take the fight aggressively out from mid, then there's a chance of getting back over to A and
towards back. The rack is position. Nork in, trying to see if he can put out anything, but that smoke will try and keep him at bay. Rez gets the kill on Yakindu instead. Now exposed towards Rez. The AK not allowed to get the kill back. Then allowed to kick in the face up.
Ooh.
Finally get a kill alongside Sanji, following suit on Klopski. Makes his way around towards Long. Also gets another good kill back. And the T's have turned this whole thing back around. Sanji with 3. Yes, the bomb partner will drop and Hampus will get traded to 1 versus 1. Still on. Quadra up for this man. USP will be enough against Sanji. And indeed, he lands it for his own 4K. And for a second round, a clutch for NIP.
Oh, really important clutch for Hampus. That's really well played there. It looked like for VP.
Nork could pick things back up to it. That's Sanji. Need to face him with the Krieg. Did a pretty good job right there. Face up. He gets that kill on Plopski. That's a hell of a start. Towards ramp now. Molotov coming in towards this short position, driving the CTs away. Bomb can cross, but ZTR still gets the kill on Kicker. So that's a frag bounce. Man advantage game for MIP. Yes, they are tagged, but so are several players on the C-side line. That's one's got to go down for Yekindar, because now Sanji is dropped. They can't afford to get C-side presence with the map control. ZTR facing in alongside Hampers, a risky jump face that almost cost him his life. The game will go down for it, and Yakinda is quick to follow. Well, you talk about confidence from Virtus.pro in those first 6 rounds. That might be the most confident we've seen at NIP so far in Dust 2.
Yeah, that's looked great. That retake right there, the utility, the peek on each other's contact, the way in which they're able to control the pacing too, not get too chaotic, not get too quickly into it. And Virtus.pro, the retake set up out for NIP.
Plant down towards short for Yakindar, has plenty of T-side players around him, no casualties in this round, just damage being done. Sanji not going to catch off an overextender in Norky, drops down, ducks down rather, gets that pick in to start things off at long last for the CT side, but now they need to formulate the retake here. Yakinda will find that trail with ZTR, the Foxy response, or back in expecting a player at tunnels, misses his first shot, but still turns it around against him. Kicker trades back on Plopski, 2 versus 2. Jame on the short boxes, Hampus making his way up with a VP, needs to jump face, will pay for it, and Nork's now out of there, gotta save the weapon. Long will look for the exit, try to keep the T-side players inside the sights so they go up with the bomb. But at long last, VP shut down NIP and get themselves to 7.
Just when they get a few rounds together and you sort of think that they're finding some form, VP went around like that. And aggression coming through, Nook with the enemy being completely blind. What a shot to start off round 11.
Well, VP may hold themselves in that round, but NIP have had confidence that they've shown over the course of this series, and they'll demonstrate it right there to open up the round itself. Question for ZTR as he cleans up 3 kills.
Still was everything. Nook does the hard work to find that first pick. They flash into the upper tunnels, and ZTR swings with it. Rez finishes off another sort of similar tactic in which they just go for the short execution, have a late lurk out from long. Very quick coming in, and the information already gained from Plopski.
1-for-1 trades, Rez. When Incendiary to go back down behind him. Smoke's coming through, tap first up. There's Jamin Yakinda with 2 more picks. And it looks like maybe NIP are going to get overwhelmed for this round. 2-man advantage. They put the Incendiaries down as they can, trying to see if they can force the issue back on the T-side line, but Yakinda's just going to get this bomb plant in. Will burn to 14.
Round now up for VP, and for NIP, there's still a fair bit of money in the bank, so they're not going to struggle too heavily when it comes to the buy status.
Out to the mid control, jump facing back here, face forward, and Rez gets the opener on Yakinda. That's what we need to see from these guys. They want to try and take this round back and take the score as close as possible. I mean, hell, if he hides in this corner, he could catch both players off if they'd opt to go towards that long position. But no, the bomb's going to make his way out towards mid control, and Kicker actually finds a kill on Hampus through the mid doors. That's a pretty decent way back in, but 30 seconds. VP need to formulate up the hit right now, or just save their weapons. It's got to come in right now, Keeler. They've got to basically just go from wherever that bomb is into the site itself, because there's not going to be enough time to set up a default or an execution. ZTR takes Buster. Next aggression from Plopski is going to get punished by Sanji. They've seen where that bomb is at, though, and they know it's got to make its way in towards the site. Nork's got to take that orb straight towards his face. 10 seconds remaining. Smokes go down towards the cross position, and the peek in, sees his man, takes it out. That's round over. Kick goes way too far back. He can't pick up the bomb. He can't get to the site in time, and that's 6 for NIP.
I'm really impressed with...
Which is on Yekindar. Towards this tunnel position, it's straight through from ZTR, again getting up close and personal against the T-side line. Hampus takes him out as a result. Smokes back, sees them coming. We're going to need to call for backup as a result, turning away to play anti-flash. Second AW Flash gonna go way too fast. Sees that one man, takes it down. Straight through,
Ooh.
catches two. And Kiko takes a trade. With 10 seconds remaining, that Incendiary can still stop them. Kiko makes his way through the fire, gets shut down by it. And while Jane will get the exit frag, he won't get the round. And the site itself at the tunnel's entrance. But now Buster here to try and defend against them all coming out in. These is taps the head, catches one. That's Kiko instead stealing it. Buster takes ZTR, but Yakinda falls in trade. So 3-on-3 is the last man left towards this B bomb site. Rez can get sandwiched in by 2 CTs here. If he can get even one kill, he'll get the advantage back for his teammates, but it will be a 2v2 retake.
And no kit in play for the CT side, but they are coming and charging in towards the upper tunnels. The timing is everything from Hampus. And he comes back in with the USP, trying to tap up. And now all down to Plopsky. A lot of damage done onto James. And Plopsky not really peeking out from the window position. Trying to slow it down. Waits out the time, commits to the fight, taps away. And NIP are going to be able to clutch around for them. Long contact from the City side. Look at how many players they're bringing.
And it's going to work well to take down ZTR, the only player. They might be aware of the sheer numbers game at this stage, but still playing out the defaults to recover a man advantage. And indeed, Rez and Hampers can take one player back, needs to get this second kill. Hampers is low on HP, but Rez still doubles up. And now they can put that bomb into the B site. These two players taking A control. The CTs of Rezo, they're coming up. Sork will get James, and he'll double up on Yakinda. Wow. Ninjas still able to outplay VP.
I want to know, was that the IGL, the coach, the assistant coach, or the analyst that came up with that strat? Fair drops.
As well as that, they get a ton of information as to, you know, how much allowing ZTR to really fit into the context of this lineup, allow their main stars to continue doing what they do and just take 2 frags back against the VP side. Sanji and James chiming in. Sanji can get traded. Tops down on James. Nades on doing damage. AK on Hampus does not catch Yakinda. AWP smoke sees one player dropping down. Can't land his flick together on him. Player still here at the T side line. Finally, ZTR will fall into the look on short. Tagged up, sprayed up. Yakinda with 3 kills.
It'll be a lot slower than what it would normally be.
Brag on Plopsky. T-side players making their moves in. All the attention drawn towards mid, though. 1 kill found on Hampus, and now the T-side looks to try and act. Flashbang keeps Kiko blind, but Sanji's there to bail him out. Get a kill. Kiko will eventually fall to ZTR, but he's on 4 points of health. Has a CT on site, 1 CT coming in from the doors as well. 35 seconds to pick up this bomb plant, and the Molotov coming in to try and drive Sanji away. They'll hear him burning. He'll go down to nothing as ZTR credited with the kill. Can cross.
Get that bomb plan in just to try and get a bit of safety. ZTR trying to back up his teammate, and unfortunately that bomb doesn't even far forward, and the answer is no. Now starting to clear out the lower tunnels. If they can sandwich in this upper tunnel player, that could be the advantage. Oh, what a shot coming out from Hampus!
And that scram was a CT defensive utility goes down to the mid position. ZTR catches Yakinda. It's AWP a Buster that takes him down. 4-on-4 now. Hampus has an M4 to work with. Or back in, but can't connect the shot to the next player back over in a pick position. Buster evading that opportunity. It's Hampus that takes out Kiko towards the mid position. Smoke out. B's completely open, but NIP have got that bomb committed towards long already. They've got to go towards the A play. The best Hampus can do is backstab against them, and James going to shut him down with a P250 to a 3 versus 3. Plopsky's going to move up. Buster still has that walking play. Takes out 1. AK swings up the side. Takes the 2 frags and opens it back up with a plant that can now be secured.
James in a 1v2 retake, but it's Nork with the NWP to back up. A little bit of early contact coming through as a bit of a lurk smoke from the T side. See if they can work around it. Oh, Buster just spamming through, just bursting through that smoke. Finds our first pick.
Position ready for 3 more T-side players to make their way out into the A bomb site. Good shot on the first man. Plopsky to 4 peak. Back in on the second. Can't quite land it. Very difficult flick towards the head. And Nades up, not doing any damage. The bomb can make its way into the site. I mean, it's got to get past AWP first, and James not taking any prisoners as Nork falls next. Rez, last man standing, and that's...
Maybe just try the straight BXE, something they, you know, almost did in that last round, didn't quite manage to happen, and they've already found the opening finds.
Nade back on several players here. Damage being done by VP. Buster's going to somehow get these kills together. Only gets 1 frag on Nork. ZTR with a trade. And immediately the CT's back off. Want nothing to do with this retake. The bomb plant to be secured, and the Ninjas again force the issue. And every time you see similar play of what they did in that last round that just didn't work at all.
They get shut down in the previous, and then they just go in for a B site exit. They bring more unit, more utility too from the CT side.
AK tap on Sanji, takes the opener on Hampus. Smoke down on the corner to get him back over to pip control. As NIP lose long, it's Rez peeking in first up towards the mid position. Kid's going to try and flash his way in. Caught with utility in his hands. That's Rez's chance to take the kills back. Plopsky follows suit on Buster, and now B-site is instantly under control for the Ninjas. A trade attempted for Yakinda out here towards the B doors, but he's the only player facing to the retake. You're right, it's an instant save call from Virtus.
Like it looked like Yakinda wanted it, right? It really looked like he wanted to go in for the retake, but Sanji and James had already backed off. He had to do the same. Map and
when they need it the most. Molotov's down, Alfie's going to enter alongside the AKs. One player straight out, Yakinda.
Smoked needs to try and push forward on it, just try and spam through.
Ahead of the smoke, Rez and ZTR get those kills to trade back for a 2-for-1. AWP in the backlines, Buster gonna land some serious shots, but he doesn't land a thing. Sanji and James now left alone towards the CT spawn. They got ZTR held into the corner, ready to receive them here with the AKs. They put Incendiaries down to mid doors, but that's the wrong side. They need to check, spray through, kill on Sanji. It's all left to James now. The last man left, the last warrior for Virtus.pro, as Nork shuts him down.